Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'll be taking a look at one of the latest products from Moza Racing. This is the HBP Handbrake. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. Now this handbrake is made from Aviation Grade Aluminium with a 16-bit high precision sensor. It's both pressure and travel adjustable via their software, and you have the ability to easily change the lever angle too. So I'll be setting this up and testing it out with the Moza R21 wheelbase and the Logitech G29 to see if it works outside of Moza's ecosystem. Plus I'll show you the customization you have available in Moza's pit house software and show how well it performs, together with doing a comparison with Fanatec's Club Sport Handbrake version 1.5, highlighting any pros and cons and hopefully helping you decide if it's worth buying or not. So let's begin by unboxing this and taking a look at what you get inside the packaging. But before I begin, if you're new to the channel, hope you can support me by subscribing and hitting the bell icon to get notified of my next release. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below. In the packaging, you get a user manual, the top part of the handbrake lever, and a screwdriver, an RJ12 cable, a USB-A to USB-B cable, a bag containing some tools and accessories, and the lower half of the handbrake. Taking a closer look at the handbrake, it does require the lever to be attached. You have two options available here. Either have it horizontally or vertically attached to the base, with the screws provided to secure it into position. Here's how to get the handbrake attached horizontally. Place the lever in position with two screws, and to use it, just pull up and the motion feels smooth with a good amount of tension. To get it into the vertical position, place the lever vertically and attach the screws here to secure it into place, and to use it, just pull back on the lever, and again the motion feels smooth with a good amount of tension. This adjustability keeps things nice and flexible, allowing you to easily adjust the lever depending on your needs and how you want to mount it on your sim. There's also an optional table clamp allowing you to mount it directly onto your desk. Now with this handbrake assembled, it's constructed of aviation grade aluminium with an anodized finish in matte black with a silver rim on the top of the handle. You've got the Moza branding on both sides of the base, and it has a solid build quality to it. You're able to adjust the brake force and the stop position quite simply by unscrewing the 4 screws covering the top area, then removing the cover, followed by removing the 2 screws on either side. And to adjust the brake force, you can replace the existing spring with the replacement spring or the rubber dampener provided. You can also adjust the stop position by adjusting the back plate. You have 2 ports at the front. The first is a USB port where the other end connects to your PC, and the other is a transit port which is used in conjunction with Moza's universal hub, where you'd plug all your Moza devices into it, and you have just a single cable going to your PC from the hub. Compatibility wise, you'd use it with a PC, as Moza's wheelbases aren't supported on consoles unless you get a third-party adapter like Brook. But this adapter only has 2 ports, so one for the wheelbase and the other for the pedals, and there's no additional port for a handbrake. I have tested this by plugging in a standard USB hub, but that didn't work. But Moza does sell a universal hub allowing you to plug in all your peripherals into this, and you can connect this to your PC via a single cable. But this isn't something I've tested with the Brook adapter, so not sure if it will work. So as far as I'm aware, you're limited to just using it with a PC, but it can be used in conjunction with any wheelbase. So for example, you could use it with a Logitech G29, which I'll show later. Now before I set this up, Moza have their own software called the Moza Pit House, which you can download from their website. You can use it to customize settings and perform firmware upgrades, and you do need to install this to allow you to use their products, as you have to launch your games via it. The user interface is simple to navigate around. On the navigation bar, you have your main menu, and underneath you have your individual devices, which gives you more granular setting controls. There's 2 modes of operation. The first is the access mode with continuous brake travel, allowing you to change the output curves and even customize your own. This enables you to set the start and end points to adjust the travel and eliminate any dead zone. And then you have the on-off button mode, where you can set a key threshold, which is the point where you want the handbrake engaged. In either mode, you can set the handbrake to work in reverse and even calibrate it. There's also a mobile app available on Android and iOS, allowing you to connect to the wheelbase via Bluetooth, but you can't see the handbrake in there, which is a bit of a shame. I'll be testing the handbrake with the Moza R21 wheelbase on my sim cockpit. This is the TR120 from Track Racer, who are the official sim partners of the Alpine F1 team. It's constructed of high-end aluminium that's anodized in black, giving an awesome finish, and it's the first aluminium profile simulator with curves, which is extremely rigid with zero flex and has a sleek design. There's loads of add-on options available too, so if you're after a sim cockpit, this is awesome. So be sure to check out their website, links are in the description below. My screen is the LG OLED C1, that's 55 inches in size, which is attached to a monitor stand that's also from Track Racer. It's pretty easy to attach the handbrake onto the sim rig. I've got the long arm shifter mount on my rig, and to attach it, you can either use the 4 holes underneath which have thread, or 3 holes at either end of the plate using a screw and nut. I'll be attaching with one of the threaded holes towards the back and a screw and nut at the front, just because of the location of the holes on the mount. And with it all tightened up, you can see it's firmly attached to the rig. So let's test this out. The handbrake is in axis mode with continuous straight brake travel. Now driving along and pulling back slowly to engage it, it works as expected. The handbrake does have a nice feel to it, with it being firmly attached to the sim rig. Tension levels feel just right, with it not being too heavy as you pull back. And having the adjustability on the output curve is a nice option to have too, enabling you to set the start and end points to adjust travel and eliminate dead zone. On to testing the on-off button mode, which isn't something I've tried before, but rather than the brake being gradually engaged as you pull on it, it just gets fully engaged immediately when it reaches the key threshold. I do like it, and price-wise it comes in at £95, and it does feel like you get a lot of functionality and customization options for your money. So really impressed. On to testing with the Logitech G29, and to highlight, it's not console compatible. You can plug it into your console, but it won't do anything. So you're limited to using it with your PC, and the general experience of using the handbrake is no different to using it with your Moza wheelbase. The handbrake performs just as well. As a comparison to Fanatec's Club Sport handbrake version 1.5, which weighs in at 1.7 kilograms and retails for just under €130. Now I do like this handbrake, as the lever is one solid piece, but adjusting the lever and flipping its position is a bit fiddly due to the position of the screws. App functionality is limited to just seeing pressure applied to it, and there's no way of replacing the spring or changing the stop position. Whereas it's a complete contrast with Moza's handbrake, where you can easily adjust the lever, the rebound strength, and the brake travel by replacing springs and adjusting the stop position. It weighs just 1.5 kilograms, and from the PC, you can set the start and end points to adjust the handbrake travel and eliminate the dead zone, together with allowing you to adjust the output curve to change the correlation between the mechanical travel and signal output at the initial and final stages. And you're also able to switch between the 2 modes, which is either the axis mode with continuous brake travel or the on-off button mode. So in summary, Moza has delivered another quality product built to a good standard with lots of easy adjustability and customization via the Moza Pithouse app. There's even an optional table clamp which you can buy separately, and price wise you can pick this up for £95, which is a real bargain. Negatives wise, it's a tough one, as for this price you get a lot for your money from Moza. So there you have it, you come to the end of another video, and I hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. And if you're still here, drop a handbrake in the comments, as it's nice to see who's made it to the end of my video. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook and Twitter. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to be notified of my next release. Thanks for viewing, and see you in the next one.